Dear students, in this video on work energy and power, we will study potential energy, kinetic energy, conservative and non-conservative forces, and motion in a vertical circle. So let us begin with the concept of energy, and you are familiar with this relation also. Energy. Now, energy possessed by a body is its ability to do work. So, we measure energy by the work done by a body. So, energy is a scalar quantity. Its SI unit is joule, represented by capital J. Its CGS unit is erg, and sometimes you require this relation also. So, 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to the power 7 erg, or 1 erg is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 7 joule. You just change the side. And then different forms of energy, and you are familiar with them as well. Mechanical energy. Now, mechanical energy is sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Then we have heat energy, light energy, sound energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, magnetic energy, nuclear energy. These are different forms of energies. And now let us come to kinetic energy. See, kina means motion. So, energy due to motion is kinetic energy. See, kinetic energy is defined as the energy of a body by virtue of its motion. It is the measure of work a body can do by virtue of its motion. Now, every moving body possesses kinetic energy. So, a body is in motion. It may be along a straight line, along a circular path, along a zigzag path, curved path. It may vibrate at one place. They all possess or contain kinetic energy. Motion means kinetic energy. Like a familiar example, a moving cricket ball possesses kinetic energy. So now, the relation you are familiar with is kinetic energy is half mv square, and from here you can see that the kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass. That means if mass is doubled, kinetic energy is also doubled, and kinetic energy is directly proportional to square of velocity. So when velocity is doubled, kinetic energy will become 4 times. If velocity is tripled, kinetic energy will become 9 times. Okay, and another important point from here only, that kinetic energy is always positive. You see, mass is always positive, and then you have square of velocity. So square term is always positive. Velocity can be positive, negative, but square is always positive. So kinetic energy is always positive. And now let us move to potential energy, and you are familiar by this definition also. So potential energy is energy possessed by a body when it is not in motion. Body is not in motion, but it is capable of doing work. So energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position or change in shape or size is called potential energy. So maybe कि बॉडी की एक स्पेशल पोजीशन है, सपोजिंग कि हमने इसको हाइट पे रखा हुआ है और इट कैन डू वर्क बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स हाइट. लाइक इफ इट इज़ अ हैमर और आपने हाइट से हैमर को एक नेल पर उसको हिट किया तो नेल विल गो इनसाइड इट, और इफ इट फॉल्स ऑन योर फीट यू विल गेट हर्ट. So because of height, it can do work. Then if I talk about change in shape or size, you can think of say a small a sponge mattress. When you jump on it, the mattress can push you back. So when you jump on a mattress, its shape changes, and due to that it gets potential energy and it throws you back in air. So some of the daily life examples, you are familiar with them. And like you can see here, a tank is being filled with water. Okay, so now this tank, now the water stored in this overhead tank possesses potential energy, and this water, when released, it is made to flow. Work is done by this potential energy. So since the water is stored at height, it has capability to flow down, and it can be carried in pipes to different houses. Another thing is that you must have heard about dams. So in dams, water is stored, and then water is made to fall on turbines. And these turbines, the fans of turbines, they rotate and they produce electricity. So when the water is stored at height in a dam, like your THDC, Tiri Hydel project, so when the water falls, its potential energy, because of this height, when it falls, it can run a turbine, and that turbine in turns can produce electricity. So this is due to special height, special position. And now again, change of shape. You have a spring, and the spring is compressed. Now when you compress a spring, the spring will push you back. See, and potential energy is stored in a compressed spring. And now this is due to change of shape. And if a ball this is placed here, when you remove your hand, the ball is pushed away. So because of this deformation or change in shape, the potential energy is stored in the spring. So when the spring is released, okay, I've already explained it to you. When the spring is released, the potential energy in the spring does work on the ball, and ball is pushed away. Now here is a very special instrument. It is called catapult or gulel. In Hindi we call it gulel. It is catapult. So you have this, you might have seen. So this is wooden frame, and this is something like a rubber band. So students do play with rubber bands like this. It is like having a rubber band. And here see something is placed here, maybe a piece of paper or maybe a small pebble. छोटा सा पत्थर हो सकता है, पेपर हो सकता है. When you pull it, now when it is pulled, now due to deformation in shape of this rubber band, it possesses potential energy. It is not in motion, but it has capability of doing work. So it has potential energy. Now when it is released, what will happen? See, the stone is thrown away. It can do work. So potential energy is stored in a stretched catapult or gulel in Hindi. When released, it does work of firing the stone. Now, gravitational potential energy. Now, this is the potential energy due to special position when a body is placed at some height from the ground level. So here, if a mass m is placed at ground level and it is raised through some height, then the work done in raising it gets stored in it as its potential energy. See, it is raised through some height h. When a mass m is raised to height h above the surface of the earth against gravity, the work done against the force of gravity is stored as potential energy of the body. So we have to calculate the work done. So just see. Now in lifting this mass upwards, you have to apply a force equal to its weight mg, right? So the upward force applied is equal to mg. So work done is force into displacement, and this force is mg, and work done, you know that now displacement from ground level is h. So see, force into displacement mgh. So work done is mgh, and by definition this is potential energy, also called gravitational potential energy. So potential energy or gravitational potential energy of a body which has been placed at height h is mgh, and potential energy is a scalar quantity. Energy है scalar quantity. Potential energy can be taken as positive or negative. It depends on the reference line. Like here, the reference line is this level. We can change the reference line. It can be taken as positive or negative depending on the reference line and depending upon the force against which the work is being done. So now let's talk about conservative forces. This is a new idea. Just try to understand. When the work done by or against a force is independent of path taken and solely depends on the initial and final position of a body, then such forces are called conservative forces. So आप एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर किसी बॉडी को ले जाते हो और अगर वर्क डन केवल इस इनिशियल और फाइनल पोजीशन पर डिपेंड करे, कौन से रास्ते से जा रहे हो उससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़े, तो वो फोर्सेस जो होते हैं दे आर कॉल्ड कंजर्वेटिव फोर्सेस. एंड वर्क डन बाय और अगेंस्ट, या तो फोर्स वो वर्क करता है या फोर्स के अगेंस्ट वर्क होता है, देन सच फोर्सेस आर कॉल्ड कंजर्वेटिव फोर्सेस. अनदर डेफिनेशन इज when the work done by or against a force along a closed path is zero, it is called conservative force. So, for example, gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force, etc. And here, supposing you have initial point A, final point B, you can take this route, or you can take this route, or you can take the straight path. In every case, the work done will be same. So, whatever be the route taken, you may take this path or you may take this path. In each case, if the initial point is A and final point is B, the work done remains same and such forces are called conservative forces. And see, work done along a closed path is zero. So, if a body starts from here and the force applied on it makes it revolve around or move around a closed path, then and work done is zero, then the applied force is conservative force. And then we have non-conservative forces. Now, non-conservative forces are defined as, okay, you see, when the work done by or against a force depends on the path taken by a body, then such forces are called non-conservative forces. Like frictional forces. Now, supposing on a surface, you have a surface and you place a body and you push it. So, when the body is moving, if it takes straight path, friction will be, it has to work against friction for lesser time. For shorter paths, work done will be less, and if it takes longer path, work done will be more. So, work done against frictional force depends on the path taken. Similarly, nuclear forces are also non-conservative forces. Central forces. Now, when the force between two particles acts along the line joining their centers, then such forces are called central forces. For example, gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force also. Now, supposing you have two bodies, 1 and 2, and they are placed at some distance, then force acting on this body 1 due to this F12. Force applied on 1 by 2 is F12 and force applied on 2 due to 1 is F21. See, forces are acting along the line joining the centers of these two bodies. ये जो F12 है इसी लाइन में होगा, इसकी डायरेक्शन ऐसे नहीं हो सकती, इसकी डायरेक्शन ऐसे नहीं हो सकती, ऐसे नहीं हो, किसी और डायरेक्शन में नहीं हो सकता. इट कैन नॉट बी अलॉन्ग दिस डायरेक्शन. सिमिलरली ये इधर इधर कहीं और नहीं हो सकता. दीज आर नॉट पॉसिबल. they always act along the line joining the two particles. If they are charges, supposing they both are positive charges, they will repel. Now for repulsion also, the repulsive force will be along the line joining the two charges. It cannot be along this direction or along this direction. So attraction है वो भी along the same line होगा, repulsion होगा वो भी along the same line होगा. Such forces are called central forces. And now, okay, here. See, if mass is being raised through some height against gravity, potential energy is mgh, we have just done. Okay, so let's see what happens. We are raising the mass through the same height but taking a different path. You see, when this mass is raised till here, some work is done, mgh. But when the same mass is moved along this path, जब ये ऐसे हमने इसको मूव किया तो फोर्स तो ऊपर लगाया इसको उठाने के लिए mg, फोर्स अप्लाइड विल बी इक्वल टू वेट ऑफ द बॉडी mg, पर डिस्प्लेसमेंट इसका हो गया हॉरिजॉन्टल. नाउ यहाँ पर फोर्स और डिस्प्लेसमेंट परपेंडिकुलर हो गए तो नो वर्क इज डन फॉर दिस मोशन. इस हॉरिजॉन्टल मोशन में कोई वर्क नहीं हुआ. फिर इसको हमने दोबारा हाइट में उठा दिया, फिर वर्क डन होगा mgh. नाउ दिस टोटल वर्क डन यहाँ से यहाँ जाके और यहाँ जाके भी टोटल वर्क डन वही होगा जो इसका है. सो यू कैन सी दैट now at this stage the potential energy is mgh. So you can see that potential energy is path independent. आपने देखा कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाने में वर्क हो रहा है, यहाँ से यहाँ तक कोई वर्क नहीं हो रहा है और यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाने में फिर वर्क डन है. So potential energy depends on height only. It is path independent. path पे नहीं डिपेंड करता है. And potential energy, see, when it falls, इस हाइट से जब ये नीचे गिर गया तो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी अब नेगेटिव हो जाएगी, लॉस हो गया. सो द टोटल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज mgh minus mgh 0. So potential energy in a round trip over a closed path is 0. Potential energy gained by the body is plus mgh, lost by the body is minus mgh. Total potential energy in round trip is 0. Therefore, the gravitational force is a conservative force. Gravitational forces हमारे conservative forces हैं, ये यहाँ पर prove हो गया है. And this gravitational field is called conservative field. Similarly, electric field or magnetic field, they are also called conservative fields. Okay. Now, conservation of mechanical energy by gravitational force. So, suppose a ball of mass m dropped from a height h is dropped from a height h from the ground. So, here see what we get. This is a ball placed at some height h from the ground. Okay. And now, see, the ball is dropped. Okay. So, now, see, we take its energy at different points. The initial point A, a middle point somewhere in between B, and if the height at this from the ground is small h, then this height will be h minus h. Okay. So, we have taken situations when the ball has fallen through height h minus h and when ball has finally reached the ground. Three situations. So, first, mechanical energy at point A, the highest point. Okay. Now, at the highest point, the ball is at rest, its velocity is 0. If velocity is 0, kinetic energy half mv square is 0. Potential energy is mgh because the height is h, you can see. So, the total mechanical energy at the highest point is kinetic energy plus potential energy, and sum of these two will give you mgh. So, the total mechanical energy at the highest point is mgh. And now we will check the mechanical energy somewhere in the middle during the fall and at the bottom when the fall is over. Okay, so now mechanical energy at point B. So see, for this, the height from the ground is h and it has fallen through height h minus h, midway between them. So see what we get. Now the ball at B has fallen through height h minus h. यहाँ से यहाँ पहुँचने तक बॉल जो है h माइनस एच हाइट तक नीचे आ चुका है, और नीचे आ गया तो इसको कुछ वेलोसिटी v मिल गई है. सो इट्स काइनेटिक एनर्जी विल बी हाफ mv², और इसकी ग्राउंड से इसकी हाइट है स्मॉल h, सो इसकी पास पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है mgh. सो इट्स mechanical energy is part kinetic energy and part potential energy. Now we want to find out this velocity. So to find velocity, at this point B, we can use the third equation of motion. V square is equal to u square plus 2gh. So v square is u square plus 2g, और ये जो है h माइनस एच हाइट तक नीचे आया है, सो h माइनस एच. नाउ द इनिशियल वेलोसिटी एट द हाइएस्ट पॉइंट वाज 0, सो पुट u इज इक्वल टू 0, so this is equal to 2gh, और velocity v becomes under root 2 g h minus h. So the total mechanical energy, sum of these two, E is equal to half m v square. So v square is 2gh minus h, and potential energy is small mgh. So this 2 is cancelled, open the bracket, and see, mgh plus mgh minus mgh cancelled out. You are left with only this mgh, mg capital H. Now this was the mechanical energy at the highest point. So highest point पर mechanical energy है mgh, और ड्यूरिंग द फॉल किसी भी जनरल पॉइंट पर भी इसकी मैकेनिकल एनर्जी mgh ही है. एंड लेट अस सी व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन इट फाइनली रीचेस द ग्राउंड लेवल. सो मैकेनिकल एनर्जी एट C. नाउ एट दिस पॉइंट इट हैज़ फॉलन थ्रू दिस हाइट h एंड पूरा नीचे पहुंच गया, तो ग्राउंड लेवल से हाइट हो गई 0. हाइट फ्रॉम ग्राउंड लेवल इज 0, सो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी 0 हो गई. अब पूरी की पूरी एनर्जी काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी. सो लेट्स सी, द बॉल एट C हैज फॉलन थ्रू हाइट h एंड गेन वेलोसिटी v, मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल वेलोसिटी. सो काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज हाफ mv² एंड पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज 0, क्योंकि ग्राउंड से अब इसकी हाइट 0 है, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी 0 हो गई. यूजिंग थर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन, वी गेट v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. u is 0 and this 2gh as it is, so the mechanical energy is half mv². So put the values. So mechanical energy is mgh, same. So you can see that the mechanical energy of ball remains constant throughout its motion, or we can say that mechanical energy of a body falling under effect of gravity remains conserved or constant. So this is a very important derivation and it is asked in examination also. Now graphical representation of variation of potential energy and kinetic energy. So you can see that here. We are going to study the same variations. See, here we have taken height and energy. So initially the ball is placed at height h. You see that this ball was placed here at point A and the final position is this and the height was h. Okay, so now what will happen? The height will decrease. It is going to decrease like this. So when height decreases, kinetic energy will increase, potential energy will decrease. Just look at it. See, kinetic energy is increasing. Look at it. At 0 point, kinetic energy is maximum and potential, and at this point potential energy was maximum, it is decreasing to 0, and the total mechanical energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy, that remains constant throughout. It was equal to mgh. Okay, and the variation is linear. ये जो वेरिएशन है ये वेरिएशन अलोंग अ लाइन ही है. आप देखो कि जो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है that is equal to mgh. Now mg is constant, so potential energy is proportional to height h. So the graph between potential energy and height will be a straight line. Similarly, for kinetic energy, जब आपने kinetic energy निकाला तो आपको मिलती है वैल्यू हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर. वी स्क्वायर की वैल्यू आपकी सब जगह आ रही है 2gh. So 2 and 2 cancelled. Here also this kinetic energy is proportional to h. So kinetic energy और हाइट में लीनियर रिलेशनशिप है. वो बात अलग है कि हाइट डिक्रीज होगी तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी, बट रिलेशनशिप इज लीनियर, so they will be along a straight line. The graph will be a straight line. And now you can see that if you take anything midway, तो मिडवे देखेंगे तो इसकी आधी एनर्जी काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी और आधी एनर्जी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होगी. So when an object is dropped from height, the potential energy decreases from its maximum value to 0. Kinetic energy increases from 0 to its maximum value simultaneously and the total energy remains constant. अब इसका उल्टा करें तो if a ball is thrown upwards, when a ball is projected vertically upwards, its velocity will decrease, so kinetic energy will decrease, and height will increase, so potential energy will increase. और ये वाले इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज भी बिल्कुल लीनियर होंगे. सो हियर सी इनिशियली अ बॉल इज एट ग्राउंड लेवल और इसको हमने ऊपर फेंका है. अब इसकी हाइट बढ़नी है अलोंग दिस डायरेक्शन. हाइट बढ़ने से इसकी वेलोसिटी कम होगी, काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम होगी, और हाइट बढ़ने से पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी. लेट्स सी, लुक एट इट नाउ. Potential energy is increasing linearly, kinetic energy is decreasing linearly, and the sum remains constant. Mechanical energy remains conserved in a conservative field like gravitational field. Very important outcome of this discussion. So here again similar things. And now motion in a vertical circle. Now if supposing you have this mass m और इसको अपने एक स्ट्रिंग के साथ इसको बांधा हुआ है और इस पॉइंट के अगेंस्ट इसको आप रोटेट करेंगे वर्टिकल सर्कल में. इसको आप वर्टिकल सर्कल में रोटेट करेंगे. सो जब वर्टिकल सर्कल में इसको रोटेट कर रहे हैं तो इट इज़ रोटेटिंग इन ग्रेविटेशनल फील्ड. आप इसको ग्रेविटी की अगेंस्ट ऊपर ले जाएंगे और ग्रेविटी की वजह से ये नीचे आएगी. राइट. सो ये पूरा का पूरा मोशन ग्रेविटेशनल फील्ड में हो रहा है, कंजर्वेटिव फील्ड में हो रहा है, तो इसकी मैकेनिकल एनर्जी हर पॉइंट पर कंजर्व रहेगी. वो पॉइंट यहाँ 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 कहीं भी ले लो, इसकी टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी कंजर्व्ड ही रहेगी. वी आर गोइंग टू टेक दिस आइडिया. सी, सो आप इसको वर्टिकल सर्किल में रोटेट कर रहे हैं. सो रोटेट करते करते वो एक बार यहाँ पहुँच जाएगी जबकि आपकी स्ट्रिंग हॉरिजॉन्टल है. एंड सी, द वेट ऑलवेज एक्ट्स वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स, वेलोसिटी इज ऑलवेज टेंजेंशियल टू द पाथ. तो यहाँ पर वेलोसिटी अलोंग दिस डायरेक्शन है. हियर एल इज मेंट फॉर लोवेस्ट पॉइंट. इस वर्टिकल सर्किल का लोवेस्ट पॉइंट है एल, सो वी एल. एट दिस पॉइंट अगेन वेट विल एक्ट वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स. वेलोसिटी टेंजेंशियल है, अपवर्ड्स है. आप ऊपर जा रहे हैं ना, यू आर मूविंग लाइक दिस. वर्टिकल सर्किल में आप इसको ऐसे घुमा रहे हैं एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. सो नाउ व्हेन इट रीचेस द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पे पहुंच गए, तब भी वेट इज वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स ग्रेविटेशनल फील्ड में, एंड द वेलोसिटी इज अगेन टेंजेंशियल, वी एच फॉर द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट. एंड we want to find out the minimum possible velocity here so that it can be just completing its vertical circle. अगर ये velocity कम है तो इसको आप vertical circle में नहीं घुमा सकते, ये आपका पेंडुलम की तरह इधर जाएगा वापस आएगा. But when you increase this velocity, इसका एम्पलीट्यूड बढ़ता चला जाएगा, और ऊपर जा के वापस आएगा और फाइनली एक पर्टिकुलर वेलोसिटी पर इस सर्किल को जस्ट कंप्लीट करेगा. सो वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट दैट मिनिमम पॉसिबल वेलोसिटी एट दिस पॉइंट. सो हियर लोवेस्ट पॉइंट. एट द लोवेस्ट पॉइंट सी, ये स्ट्रिंग है तो स्ट्रिंग में टेंशन होगा. टेंशन इन द स्ट्रिंग इज टेकन एज TL. और ये जो हमने बीच में कोई पॉइंट ले लिया हॉरिजॉन्टल, व्हेन द स्ट्रिंग इज हॉरिजॉन्टल द टेंशन इन द स्ट्रिंग इज टेकन एज T, and at the highest point the tension in the string is taken as TH. So I have shown you tensions in the string at these three positions, you can see. So I hope the situation is clear. This is the velocity V here, and now we will look at the mathematical part. So here, a body of mass m tied to a string of length r is whirled in a vertical circle so that it just completes it without slackening of the string at the top. So highest point पर minimum possible situation जब ये complete करता है, और उस situation में क्या होगा कि हम minimum possible situation के लिए tension in the string को 0 ले सकते हैं. We are talking about without slackening. अगर tension जो है कम हो जाएगी तो ये string यहाँ पर आपकी straight टाइट नहीं रहेगी, टॉट नहीं रहेगी. सो एट द हाइएस्ट पॉइंट सी, फॉर मिनिमम वेलोसिटी VH, टेंशन इन द स्ट्रिंग कैन बी टेकन एज 0. नाउ वेट mg प्रोवाइड्स नेसेसरी सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स. सी, इट इज़ अ सर्कुलर मोशन, तो सर्कुलर मोशन के लिए आपको सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स चाहिए. सो ये जो वेट mg है, वेट mg इज एक्टिंग टुवर्ड्स द सेंटर. This weight mg will give you necessary centripetal force. So we are going to use relation for centripetal force here, you see. Necessary centripetal force F is equal to mv square upon r, or this is equal to mg, and you see m and m cancelled. So velocity, minimum possible velocity at the highest point is under root gr, and see, the minimum possible velocity at the highest point is under root gr. and अब हमें इस पॉइंट पर, हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पर इसकी एनर्जी निकालनी है. सो यू कैन सी द काइनेटिक एनर्जी एट द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट इज हाफ mv स्क्वायर, दैट इज हाफ mv स्क्वायर इज gr. पोटेंशियल एनर्जी एट द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट इज mg into 2r. जस्ट लुक एट इट. If the lowest point is taken as a reference line, तो ये यहाँ से यहाँ पहुँचने पर इसकी vertical height में gain हुआ है 2r. So potential energy will be mgh, and h is equal to 2r. So here the potential energy is mg into 2r. Total energy, sum of these two. Now when you add them, you can see that this half mgr plus 2 mgr gives you 5 upon 2 mgr. So total mechanical energy, this total mechanical energy in this case comes out to be 5 upon 2 mgr. और आपने देखा कि ग्रेविटेशनल फील्ड है, तो हर पॉइंट पर एट एनी जनरल पॉइंट द टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी विल बी 5 upon 2 mgr. Mechanical energy will remain conserved. So let us find out situations at the lowest point. So at lowest point you can see that the kinetic energy is half mv square and potential energy is 0. Lowest point पर height 0 हो गई, वो हमारी reference line है, तो potential energy 0 है. Total energy this much. So total energy is half mvl square is equal to 5 upon 2 mgr, and simplify कर सकते हैं. m cancelled, 2 also cancelled. vl is equal to under root 5 gr. So minimum velocity at the lowest point should be under root 5 gr. And now for minimum velocity VL at lowest point, necessary centripetal force F is equal to mv square upon r is TL minus mg. You see, at the lowest point, tension in the string is upwards, weight of the body mg is downwards, so net upward force is T minus mg. So, and the force towards the center is centripetal force. So, centripetal force should be equal to T minus mg. And using this, we can put the value of VL here. And when you put the value of VL, you can see this VL square is 5gr. And from here, if you see, this r is cancelled. And just change the sides, 5 mg from here. So, TL will be equal to 5 mg plus mg, 6 mg. So, the tension at the lowest point is 6 mg. So, tension in the string at the lowest point is found out. And when the string is horizontal, let us talk about the situation when the string is horizontal. Now, look at it. When the string is horizontal, tension T is along this direction, weight is vertically downwards mg, velocity is upwards. Situation like this. So here only the tension T is providing necessary centripetal force. So kinetic energy half mv square, put okay, and at this height, at this position, the vertical height gain is equal to r. मिनिमम ये देखो, ये हमारी रेफरेंस लाइन है और यहाँ से यहाँ तक पहुँचने में जो वर्टिकल हाइट का गेन है, दैट गेन इज आर. सो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज mgr and the total energy is conserved, so half mv square plus mgr, and that should be equal to 5 upon 2 mgr. So simplify it, you get velocity v as under root 3 gr, and let us find out the tension also. So for minimum velocity at this position, centripetal force mv square upon r is equal to T. Put the value of v square from here and you get tension T as 3 mg. So minimum possible tension is 3 mg. So here in this vertical circle, let me get back to the previous one. Okay. Here. In this vertical circle, this tension comes out to be 6 mg, this tension is 0, this tension is 3 mg, this velocity is under root gr, this velocity is root 3 gr, the minimum velocity is root 5 gr at the lowest point. So we have found out all these things for the minimum possibility, minimum velocities. अगर velocity इससे ज़्यादा होगी तो vertical circle पूरा हो ही जाएगा. So with this, I come to the end of this video. I hope that you understood it and it is beneficial to all of you. Thank you for watching.